Hey there, Ed of the North. Back at you, showing you a little bit of assembly going on here on the little pit bike, little Baja 70. Started putting the brake rotor on. I think I'm gonna stop for tonight. Might take the brake rotor off so I can put my new tire on a little easier. I just want to see what the paint job, my masking job. Just didn't want to get paint on where the brake pads ride. Of course, put a little video for you. I'll post this probably on Facebook under Cruiser Cruise at CROOZE Cruiser Cruise. I don't know why I changed it to that. It used to be an old CB handle back in the 80s. I just wanted to put a little something up there. I have another video I'll post also. You can see the candy green over white on my plastics for the bike, and the rims are candy green over black. Kind of see the green there. I don't care about the inside of the rim, but the plastics are real bright, brighter than that, and of course shiny. Under clear coated, rolled it over the lip a little bit. You can see there a little, just what the tire don't touch is cleared. There it is. Got the triple trees put in. There's the lower legs, going to do them white. And I ordered, I forget what the hell they call it, skins. Ordered white covers for the spokes, skins. Yeah, there's a spoke missing. Some kid had this bike apparently. I should have left this off to show it. But some kid had this bike and apparently had fun with it. And let alone took it apart, because if you could see, that spoke's in properly. That one's in backwards. That one's broke out altogether. I don't care about that. That one's in backwards. That one's in properly. You know, it's hard to, there you go, now you can see it. There you can see that candy apple green, just looks just like an apple. Gonna go shortly, I'm hungry for an apple now. But see, that's in properly, that's in backwards. That's broke out, so what? That's backwards. That's in properly. That's backwards. That's broken out. Backwards, proper, backwards, proper. So, oh well. It didn't wobble. So, I'm leaving it alone. And I'm putting it on the way it is. I just cleared them about an hour. Painted them. I took a sander with 80 grit because the rims were, the gold powder coat was so chipped up. I'll show the other rim, the back rim I didn't do yet. The color of gold just looks butt ugly. But I just took 80 grit, sanded it off. And I took the sandblasted it all around in there without the disc on, of course, brake rotor. And just to use this, not to strip the gold, but to use it as a sandpaper, since I got a medium to fine sand for blastings. And then just sanded the edges, sanded a couple chips off the rim. These are steel rims, feathered in some rusty crap. Then I black etch primed, didn't sand it, sprayed it on smooth, and with my Phoenix XP3000 Graco gun with a 1/8 tip, and set it up right. It'll blow smooth, or it'll blow on peely, however you like. But and then I just took in blue black on it, and then I like 3 back-to-back wet coats of candy, and then 3 back-to-back, maybe 4 candy, and so I want them more black, darker, until the sun hits it, and then 3 wet coats of fast hardener in the clear. Everything else is just the matte finish, matte black. Here's the other gold but ugly wheel, which is not as bad as the back one, but it has a little road rash and stuff on its numbers. It's not as bad as the others, so I'll just use this sandblaster. And the hubs are nice and clean too. These washed up with soap and water. Perfect. You can see these are every other one's backwards too. It's backwards, proper, backwards, proper, back. I don't know if they're made that way or what the hell. Or whatever. Who cares? I ain't changing them. And there's my new tire. Came in FedEx today in my tube. Well, spent 23 bucks. And dirty gas tank yet. And just waiting on my, there's the old motor. Sitting down there on the floor. Waiting for my new, that's a 70. Needs the top end rebuilt. Going to rebuild it over the winter and put it on a go-kart. Just wanted a 125 on it so I could sit on the back of the seat and be a wheelie rider. But Ed, I wanted to show you, I didn't run this trunk for a couple weeks. Nobody touches it. And the owner was here yesterday, day before yesterday. He said, I'd like to hear it run. So I went to kick it, and we were fitting up the, I'll grab one. We were fitting up the turnouts for the exhaust. And I'm going to do something and put them back a little farther so the kicker doesn't hit it. That's why they weren't originally on the bike, but they're going back on. And I went to kick it, and look, nobody touched this bike for almost 2 weeks. The kicker's not grabbing nothing. So I got to pull that side off. You could barely hear it wanting to grab something. Something ain't right. So, of course, don't you know, it only has first and third gear for some reason. This cover was off when it came, so everything looked good. So gave her a turn, stuck it on, stuck the clutch cable in later. And it seemed to work, but something's off. So I have to tear it apart anyways and pull the tranny apart and see if anything's missing or if there's 1 or 2 gears that possibly are on backwards, that why I only have first and third. I'll check that out and see what's up with the kicker. Never did that shit before. How's that shit just not all of a sudden don't grab? And then those cheap Japanese, whatever they are, Indonesia, no, not Indonesia, I was going to say Arabic or some shit, carburetors are going to go. I took these original malls apart. There is a left and a right, you can see by the ticklers. I like them better for a simple reason. They push your float down and let gas in. The ticklers do. You can see that. That pushes down on the float. Okay. Because these carburetors have manual chokes right here. They lock up, they snap up, they can hear it. But as soon as you kick the damn thing, they drop down. So, and I gotta spray it with starting fluid, so probably keep a can of that in this whole tool bag. But I don't like them carbs, so I think I'm gonna change them and put the original Amals back on it. And I think we'll have a lot better luck with these cold starts. And it did bust my leg back a couple times, snap it back, but I always stand on the right. I don't get on the seats no more with my knee. I just stand right here and just go about a quarter of the way and kick it. That's plenty enough. I don't gotta be up top with it. It's only a 650 with some hellish badass compression. So that's about it for now. Let me know, Ed, what you think. Why all of a sudden the kicker didn't want to grab on that gear in there. It's kind of weird. Never had that happen before. Not unless I went over it. Everything was installed correctly. The lock washer and the nut, the tabs were bent back on the nut properly and all that. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. Peace, brother.